Panther Nation podcast. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, cut it. Cut right. And I would like to introduce one of the hottest podcasts in Carolina history. Let's go. Yeah. Talk less chat. We got time to chop it up. Talking analytics and fantasy draft. You know what's up. Panther Nation representing, cause this is where we talk that. Talk that's so incredible. Make them rewind that talk back. Pause. Talking Panthers football, we discussing it all. On and off the field, you know exactly who to call. You know we the #1 podcast. Competition is non-existent, you need to stop that. Pause. It's an honor to be a Panther fan, pause. At Bank of America, that is where we ball. Coming to the jungle, then you gonna feel the pause. Winning the trophy for the city, it is the cause. Black, white, and blue, we going Carolina strong. And this is the conversation where everyone belongs. Discussing all the numbers and topics, you know we got it. We the hottest podcast and we poppin', let's go.
Yo, what's popping with the people, man? Hey, listen, F this little title I got with the Bills recap. F all that. It's too much going on, too much to talk about. We might have to audible catch. We'll talk about the game later, some other time, whatever. But it's a lot going down right now.
Third preseason game. Who cares?
Yeah, screw it. Yeah, nobody cares about that, man. Screw all that. We gonna get. It's so much going on. I'm out here making last minute slides, and I'm trying to catch up. So I didn't get a chance to create a new thumbnail. So my apologies on that. But listen, it's a lot going on. The Panthers are moving and grooving. Common sense shit that we've been screaming and banging in our heads against the wall to have in Carolina for a long time. And Scott Fitter is making some things happen, and I love it. Before we get into it, Dave, how was your weekend? I know we're getting ready to. I see your shirt. You're getting ready to come through. How's it going,
man? It's Aggie Eagle week. It is Aggie Eagle week. The shit talking shall commence for the week, and this is what the shirt is for y'all. The shirt is for everybody. Shout out to my Aggies. Shout out to these Eagles about to catch this fade on Saturday. I mean, maybe y'all might win the step show. Y'all definitely ain't winning the game on the band or halftime. So we'll see how that goes. But nah, weekend was straight, man. You know, I was prepping for this trip. Just pretty much a chill weekend. I had to work on Saturday a little bit, but other than that, it was pretty chill.
Yep, Aggie Pride. Shout out to all the Aggies coming through to Charlotte. It's gonna be super turnt. Dave and I will be in the suites watching that joint at the bank. It's gonna be lit. Super turnt, man. So if you're in Charlotte, you might catch Dave and I if you just happen to be in downtown or uptown Charlotte at 7:30 at the bank. You might see your boys. So shout out to all the PNP folks that's going to be at the game. Holla at us, man. But Dave, my weekend was great. No complaints. Got to chill, really. Just sat back and didn't do much. Those are the best weekends. So I loved it. Now, Dave, let's go ahead and get to this content, man, because I know the people are waiting. For us to break this down. So we're going to do what we do best, Dave, and that's break it down, okay? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the first trade because Laviska Shenault was the first trade that happened. A little bit earlier today, we traded Laviska Shenault, gave up a fifth. What was it? Let me find the trade again.
Oh, they said it? Because I saw it said undisclosed.
It's out.
It's out there in the streets.
Nah, it's out now. It's out. Let me see if I can find it right quick. It's a 20. Nope, that ain't the one. My bad. I think it was a sixth round. What was it? Yeah, 6th and a 7th. There you go. 6th and a 7th for Shenault. It was a straight up trade for Shenault. That's pretty much it. 2024. I believe. There's a 2023. Yeah. One was 2023 and one was 2024. I think that's what it was. Y'all got it in the chat. Pull it up if you in the chat. Somebody got it. But yeah, it was let me see if I can find it again real quick.
See if I can find it on Twitter.
Yeah, it was okay. I got it. So it was a 2023 7th round. So this year's coming up 7th round, and then 2024 6th round. All right. So that's what the trade was, and that's nothing. If you can get a guy like this on potential, it is what it is. You have to make moves like this straight off potential. I mean, the guy's what, third year in the league. So it is what it is, man. And I think the guy he's got a lot of potential. He has some issues with the drops. He's not perfect by any means. By any means is he perfect, but you got to go off potential. Now here's why I have the question, Dave, and maybe you can help me out with this, and maybe some guys in chat can help me out with this. How does he fit? How does the Shenault fit? And Dave, who the hell is in trouble? Who is in trouble? All right, that's what I want to know. Who's in trouble?
Another second round pick. Another second round pick that we just took, which I think is kind of wild when you sit down and think about it. But I mean, the fact that TMJ had some troubles of just trying to get healthy enough to play wouldn't be shocking if he gets let go. I wouldn't be shocked. I think it'll be
it's unconfirmed sources out there saying that Terrace Marshall isn't going to be affected by this trade.
Yeah, I saw that.
I've seen the source again, not confirmed sources. Because anything can happen between now and tomorrow. But
4:00 tomorrow at 4:00, we're gonna know a lot
for sure.
I mean, if it's not him, then you would think it might be Andre Roberts, but then Andre Roberts is probably safe too. Because of his kick return because of return duties. But yeah, but like Shenault can do punch.
Shot
Smith.
Hey, Shaw can do it, and we got Chuba Hubbard who does it too. But some folks think Chuba might be up out of here too, because Shenault has the ability to play the running back. He's a 6'1", 227-pound hybrid guy, i.e., your boy from San Francisco. Same kind of Debo feel, same kind of Curtis Samuel vibe. That's what we're seeing that's what we hope to see out of Shenault. And Bobby P says, or Pay, however you want to say, he says Brandon Zylstra could be out of here. Fam, he could be. I'm not even about to sit up here and cap for my boy. Like, that's my boy. Y'all know I rock with BZ. But I can't find a good reason to cape. I mean, I can't cape for him, bro. Like, that's my guy. That's my guy. And if they let him go, I'm gonna be devastated, first of all. But I don't know, man.
That'll be tough because there's other things that he can do. So that'll be tough if they let him go. Because if he's a special teams guy, I mean, special teams are still important. So it's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be a mystery about what's going to happen with the situation. Chuba, if you guys think that TMJ is safe, then Chuba's got to be safe off the theory, because they were both drafted the same year.
Well,
if you want to go off that. I mean, I agree.
If you're just going off a draft, then sure. Yeah, they just took him in the draft and they're on rookie deal. So it doesn't, to me, it doesn't make sense to cut any draft picks right now. It's way too early. Way too early. Like, you got other folks trading away draft picks. I'm not with that. It's year 3 is typically when they come into their own, and Shenault is in year 3. And I here's my question though. Like, I think it's cute to have these type of guys, right? But we don't have a Kyle Shanahan, B. That's one key thing missing from this equation, is we don't have a Kyle Shanahan that can actually draw up the plays for this kind. And Scott Turner, even with Curtis Samuel, Scott Turner was the one that unlocked Curtis Samuel his last year here. So, like, bro, I don't really know, like, if we got the chops. Like, this is cute. It sounds good on paper that we got this type of guy. But Dave, we didn't use DJ Moore this way, and we had DJ Moore for 4 years. We didn't, and he's that type of guy, and we didn't use him.
But the thing is, we wouldn't use him now for sure, because we just paid the man.
Now that's true. We just paid him.
Now we would.
Yeah, that's true.
We just paid him that contract, so we wouldn't use him like that at this rate anyway. So when you take that into account, that would make sense. He's much cheaper than what a DJ Moore is going to get you. The man is still on his rookie deal. He's got 1 year left, if my math serves me correct. Maybe 2, 2021, 22. Yeah, 2 more years left. So from that standpoint, you're going to have more time with this guy. I just think, I want to believe that that rule, like the comments that he made about TMJ makes me feel like he could be in trouble, regardless of what the reports say. But with regards to getting him, I'm wondering if they actually are.
We've seen that though. We've seen that. How many times have we seen Matt Rule praise somebody and that essentially be the death kiss?
Like, but they didn't. But he didn't get praised. Like TMJ didn't get praised. TMJ pretty much said he needs to be out there.
No, but then he came back today. He came back today and then praised him. He said he's looking good out there. He's doing some good things. He did praise him today at the press conference. He did. I heard it. But yes, you're right. Prior to that, he was saying, yo, he got to get out there and practice. But today he was praising him. But real quick, I want to address this. Joe Brady unlocked him. No, sir. Scott Turner gave him the keys on how to use them. And then Joe Brady went hand with him. But the year Ron Rivera got fired, towards the end, in that final game, Scott Turner was the one that unlocked him. He's unlocked him, and then Brady followed up. So you're right. You are right. They both, Brady capitalized off of him, but Scott Turner was the one that really unlocked Curtis Samuel. Real quick, Ben McAdoo was the coach in Jacksonville when Laviska was being used that way. So hopefully, yeah, that's true. That is true. We'll see though. But okay, that's fair. That's fair. But Jacksonville also didn't have a Christian McCaffrey. They didn't have all these other guys that got to touch the football too. So we'll see. Like I think all this stuff is cute. I think it's cute. It's very good to have this type of guy. But I just don't see, like, when the rubber hits the road, when it's time to make those decisions, I really think that my man Christian McCaffrey getting all the carries, all the touches. Your boy came out today and said, yeah, I like that we spread the football around. That's cool. But when you get in these game time decisions, let's just give it to C-Man. Let's just give it to C-Man. Let's just give it to C-Man. I hope I'm wrong, y'all. I hope I'm wrong. I hope they unlock Laviska and he turns out to be our very own Debo. I hope that's the case. But again, I gotta see it to believe it. 89J Stubbs says, I'd rather address defensive end. Yeah, I can see that too. We're gonna talk about that a little bit later. DJ, Robbie, Higgins, TMJ, and Chanel, I'm happy. Let's shout out to Bobby P with the $2 super chat. We appreciate that. But we'll see, man. We'll see. Let's take a quick look at Laviska's PFF stuff. Overall 63. He did have, like I said earlier, he had some issues with drops. He ain't got the best hands in the world. But he had 95 targets and 20. Well, it depends on which service you're looking at, because PFF has one number, and then my player profiler off NFL, playerprofiler.com has another. So they're close, but they're not exactly the same. So again, 10 drops. According to Player Profiler, he had a 7.1% drop rate, which ranked 12th in the league. So that's a pretty high drop rate. But I will say this, one interesting stat that I found was that he had, let me see if I can find it again. He had a 41.2% win rate versus man coverage. So he's ranked 16th in the league against man coverage. Pretty interesting there. I thought that was a pretty interesting stat when I was looking through the stats.
That is interesting.
Let's see. It takes a lot out the slot, so he can play slot as well. That's how Jacksonville used him last year. But yeah, man, we'll see. We'll see, man. We'll see. Anything else on Laviska before we move on to the other trade that we got to talk about?
Nah, let's move on, man. I don't know who the hell we're gonna keep at receiver at this rate.
Yeah, I don't know either. I updated it. I gave my best shot in the update real quick, but we'll see what happens. Let me see. Just taking a look. He had just going back to Laviska, he had 600 yards receiving in 2020 and 619 in 2021. So he's not gonna be like a top guy. Like if he gives me 500 yards receiving, maybe a couple hundred on the ground or something like that, I'll be more than happy. I'm not looking for this dude to be like an extreme playmaker. Like if he turns out to be our Debo, that's great. That's awesome. But it is what it is.
So let's have this discussion again real quick.
Let's have some fun. I like your math. I like your math scenarios. I have a feeling this is where it's going.
How many times we throwing the ball? a game?
I think what we said. I think, but we got different quarterback now, right? We got Baker, right?
That's fine.
So I'm going.
So how many times
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 28 times, Dave. I think 28 is where
times
they
a game.
Be. 28
is where they want to be. So 28 times a game.
Yes.
So 28 times a game times 17 games. So that means we're going to throw the ball 476 times.
Sure.
All right. So DJ Moore was like top 5, top 6 in targets in the NFL last year.
Yeah.
He had about 140, 150. I have to double check my numbers. I got to pull up my slides, but he had a lot of targets. That's what I'm getting at.
Sure.
So all right. So
no,
he
sure.
probably,
I agree with you.
Let's say he averages about 10 targets a game. So that's about 170 targets that he's going to take. He's going to take 170 targets, him by himself. So DJ Moore is going to take 170 targets. So we're down to 300.
Hold on, Dave. You're right. Just to give you some real numbers, DJ Moore had 163 targets last year, and that's up there. But mind you, C-Mac was out, so he got a lot of those because C-Mac was out. I think C-Mac coming back is going to drop that a little bit, but your point is valid. Go ahead.
Oh, I mean, even before he was still getting around 130, 140 with C-Mac half-D. So, you know.
It
all back in 20. You got 20. Too low. I'm bugging.
Yeah, you're right. 135 in 2019. You're right.
Yeah, so 135 in the full. So, yeah. So 2019, he only had 20 targets less than what he had last year without Christian McCaffrey. So Chris McCaffrey's going to get you 10, right? That's a safe bet. He's going to probably get 10 targets a game, give and take.
Christian McCaffrey, his last healthy season, he had I don't have it up here. 1 second.
I can check.
Don't have targets up here. Oh yeah, I do. Sorry. His last healthy season, 142 targets.
All right, so I'll say 140 for the sake of 140.
I think
so. We're down
to a little bit. I
no
drop
way.
A little bit. Drop me down to 125.
All right, so we'll give him
still a lot.
We'll give him 50. That's still a lot. So now we're down to 181 passes. That's going to have to be split between Robbie Anderson, Shenault, the tight ends, Terrence Marshall if he makes the team, Sean Smith if he makes the team. They ain't that much left.
Those are onesie-twosies. I think Robbie going to get a nice chunk of those, though. Robbie.
But my point is
I think y'all sleeping on Robbie production. I think he's going to produce a lot this year.
I'm saying
a lot of y'all trying to think. Go ahead, my fault.
I'm saying all this to say that we're down, like based on what you said, based on the targets that we set for DJ and the targets that we set for Christian McCaffrey, we're down to 181 targets remaining if we throw the ball 28 times a game. So we're down to we're pretty much down to, let me see. We're down to pretty much 10 to 11 targets per game that goes to everybody else. That goes to Tommy Tremble. That goes to Ian Thomas. That goes to Robbie Anderson, Shenault, Shy, all these other receivers combined. We're down to 11 targets left for him.
Yeah, I think that's why it's important with Shenault that you get him touches on the ground. Like those reverses, all that. Yep. I think that's what's going to be his bread and butter. And again, like y'all said, y'all are right. McAdoo was his OC in Jacksonville and getting him that kind of work. I agree with y'all. Again, I just think when you got a guy like Christian McCaffrey, I don't know. I don't see it,
I need to take this comment. Yeah, if you make that number 35 times, we're losing a lot of football games, bro. Let me tell you that right now.
Yeah. I don't think we want to throw the ball 35 times.
We have no interest in throwing that ball 35 times.
We out here throwing the ball. You got to remember, Matt Rule wants to run the football, bro. He wants to run the football. And even if you watch the preseason, they want to run the football. I know they threw it a lot. They threw it a lot by design on purpose. But when it comes to the regular season, they're going to want to run the football. And again, that's what makes Baker good. Baker throwing the football 40 times a game ain't what you want. I don't think he wants that. Going back to his Cleveland days, he was good because he had a very, very good running game. That's important. So we need to establish the run. That's why Icky was drafted. And so I think we're going to run the football. So I think 25 times is a good look. I think that's where it needs to be. 25 to 28 times, I think, is where we need to be on average. It's gonna go up some, sure. Some games it'll be 30, but on average, it needs to be in the 20s and the high 20s. All right. So anything else on Chenault before we move on? Because it's another trade we got to talk about.
All right, get to this other trade.
the other this is genius. Let me explain to you why I love Scott Fitterer and why this shit is genius. Okay, Dave, how many for you long-time listeners of PNP? How many times? Because y'all know I'm a roster. I'm a roster guy. I like building rosters. That's my thing. How many times have I come up on this show and I say, yo, if a guy is on his contract year, and he's not a part of your long-term plan, you got to get rid of him. You got to trade him. You got to do something with him. This is what happened here with Dennis Daly. Dennis Daly, again, was probably going to get cut tomorrow. This is his contract year. 2022 is a contract year for Dennis Daly. So what do? We go out there and flip him for a 5th-round pick. This is genius. This is a genius, bro. This is how you're supposed to move. I killed the Carolina Panthers when we let Curtis Samuel walk out the door for nothing. I killed him. Go back and watch when Curtis Samuel got released. Bro, I killed them for that. Because you got to trade. You got to get something back for these guys instead of letting them walk out the door. And Dennis Daly, not even that dude. I'm surprised we got a 5th round. Bro, I would have been happy if we got a 6th round for him. Anything. Because guess what? Once you get a 6th round pick, you can package those picks up and move around. It's just because you look at a pick in isolation, it's a 7th round pick. Well, when you got 3 or 4 7th round picks, you can move up. So this is great. This is great. Genius move by Scott Fitterer. I'm so happy that we have a GM that's not afraid. I have not, and I tweeted this. I said, I've never seen the Panthers move like this towards the roster deadline. I've never seen us move like this. Not trading guys away.
No.
And I've never seen this, bro. I ain't never seen it. When your boy Herney was the GM and Gettleman, we wasn't moving like this, dog.
We were out here releasing Harrison Butker and still trying to figure out who our damn cooker is of the future. That's what we were doing during the Herney era. So yeah, we got a hell of a deal with this one, man. Because Dennis Daly probably wasn't going to make the team anyway.
He was not going to make the team, bro. He was not going to make the team. He was up out of here. I think K. Mays essentially made him expendable. K. Mays, who we drafted in the 6th round, made him expendable and potentially could save another guy, which we'll talk about a little bit later, depending on how you look at it. But this was a genius move. Genius move. Now, that being said, Dave, we got to take a look at our updated draft picks because it's getting slim out here. Well,
Dave. This one now this one was during the Rivera era. So, oh shit.
Yeah, it's getting slim out here, Dave. So if you look at 2023 draft picks, we got a 1st round, a 2nd round, a 4th round, and a 5th round pick. Our 3rd round pick was traded to the Patriots for Matt Corral. Our 6th round pick was traded to the Patriots for Stephon Gilmore. And then the 7th round pick, we just traded for Laviska Shenault. So we don't, that's all. And I'm okay with this, by the way. I'm not pointing this out to be, this isn't like all is lost. I actually like this because you still got your 1st round, you still got your 2nd round. And the way we've moved in the drafts, we traded back, got some additional picks. So I'm okay with this. As long as we have the day 1 pick and 1 day 2 pick, I am absolutely okay with this. I have no problem with this whatsoever. I'm just pointing it out because we need to take a look at it because we've been making so many trades. We need to find out where we at. You know what I'm saying? So, Dave, you look concerned. Go ahead.
I didn't realize what it was for 2023, bro. But yeah,
you concerned?
I think we were all happy. No, I mean it all depends on how this season goes, whether or not I need to be concerned or not. Because if the bottom falls off of the season, then we're going to be in a situation where we're going to probably take a quarterback in the 1st round, and we don't have a 3rd, 6th, or 7th round pick next year. And one of those picks is because we traded up to get Matt Corral. So that's like the only aspect I'm concerned about. Other than that, I'm fine with everything else I'm seeing.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, that's 2023. All right, 2024. I see y'all talking about the Baker stuff. That's why I have asterisks by the 4th and the 5th round pick, because I need to explain. I need to explain to you all. Asterisks by those. They're conditional, meaning conditions have to be met. So one of those is going to go. So if you look at 2024, first round pick, second round pick, third round pick, and then the conditions. Let's talk about the conditions real quick. All right. So if Baker Mayfield plays 70% of the offensive snaps in 2022, then the 4th round pick is gone. If he plays less than that, if he plays less than that, right, then the 5th round pick is gone. Are we clear? That's why the asterisk is by the 4th and the 5th round pick. So either way, one of those is going to be gone. Hopefully, if he plays them all, and then we'll just take the 4th round pick. But
I'm going to take this question. Why would we have to draft a QB if we have a bad season? If this team goes 3-14, 2-15, they're firing the coach, and the new coach is going to want his own quarterback. It's just the rhythm of life. Just like when we had that bad season, and they didn't bring John Fox back, and we just drafted Jimmy Clausen the previous year in the 2nd round, and they proceeded to draft Cam Newton. Same concept here. The new coach is going to want their own guy. Simple as that. That's why. Now, I don't think we're going to have the bottom falling off type of season, but I'm just telling you that if the bottom does fall off, this is going to be a rough. This 2023 situation is going to be a rough deal for the next coach, because you want to have as much picks as possible. You'll get your quarterback, but then you're not going to be able to fix some of the other pieces. Because if you're like 2-15 or 3-14, you don't just have a quarterback hole. You got more than that. So
I think you could just have a coaching problem, which is what I believe. Hopefully our coaching problem is fixed, and because I think the talent is there on the roster. I've been saying this for a long time. I think the talent is there. So maybe you could just risk it all and go get the quarterback, go get Bryce Young or whatever, and then you should be straight. But just say you're a Matt Rule truther, bro. If that man goes 2-15 and he survives, I gotta rethink my team affiliation. If he has the worst record in the league and still survives, I gotta rethink this thing, because it's obvious that this team ain't about winning. I think this team is more about Detroit. No, I'm just Dave ain't got a positive bone in his body, bro.
I have a lot of positive bones in my body. Now, that being said, I think we're gonna be fine. I think we're gonna be decent. I think he's gonna get a 4th year. So, I do.
Yeah.
Because I think with the record that we're gonna have, they're not gonna move him.
So Laser Eyes, that's in regards to Scott Fitter. That's who we call Laser Eyes. But yeah, Scott's the man. I like Scott Fitter. I like what he's doing. Again, I'm not mad at any of these things on the board. I'm not mad at the trades. Even the 6th round pick for Stephon, I ain't mad at that, because it could have worked out. No, it's just a 6th round pick.
It could have worked out. I ain't tripping off of that. I still say we blew that one, bro. We should have resigned him. We could have.
Yeah, we definitely could have resigned him. But
yeah, we screwed the goose there.
Yeah, it's all good. But anyway, just finishing out the 2024, we have an additional 5th round pick that could be an additional 5th round pick from Tennessee, who we just got for Dennis Daly. So, and again, we traded a 6th round pick in 2024 for Laviska, and then we also traded away the 7th round pick, which was a part of the package to get rid of Dennis Daly, essentially. All right. So yeah, that's where we are. I just want to give an updated look at the draft picks, because there's been so much moving and grooving. It's kind of hard to keep up with where we are, and that's what kind of currently where we stand. All right. And then 2025, we have all our picks for those that are keeping track. All of our picks are intact for 2025. All right. So that's it for the updated draft picks. Okay, we good? Yep. Anything else? Anything else you want to talk about in regards to these trades before we get to the 53?
Man. It just messed up. It messed up the projected 53 for me. That's the only thing I'm disappointed about. But there were talks about a trade for a wide receiver, but I think they thought it was going to be the one from the Jets. So
yeah, they thought it was going to be Mims. They thought it was going to be Mims because of the Baylor connect, but it didn't happen.
But it boils down to, man, the fact that when we started hearing rumblings that we want a wide receiver, I'm kind of shocked that they weren't too happy with the room. Like, why would you like? We were talking about how deep the position is. Like, we were talking about folks like CJ Saunders.
I think it was injuries, Dave. I think injuries is what it was. I think the injuries kind of scared him. Because you look at Terrace Marshall, how many games can you rely on Terrace Marshall? But maybe about 7. Hopefully. And then so him and then BZ got hammies. Hammies linger. We talk about hamstrings all the time. All right. And then CJ Saunders got the quad injuries. I just think it was more injuries than anything else. And I think that's the strength of the wide receiver room. It got stronger. I mean, Shenault, if used the right way, gives a huge boost to that wide receiver room. And I think, he's going to add an extra layer of complexity to the offense. I mean, you think, bro, you just look at how many different, look at the position groups that you can have out there. Where you can have Shenault out there, you can have CMC out there together. And which one you going to get a football to? Right, DJ Moore coming in in motion. You fake hand off to him because he could take it out the backfield too. You play action to C-Mac and then give it to Shenault. Like, it's so much shit you could do, bro. It's like a lot you can do with this wide receiver group, and they're all so versatile. It's just I'm gonna be just like I'm hyped, but I'm trying not to set myself up for disappointment. Like, because I see the possibilities, bro. Like, it's a lot of talent on the offensive side of football. And now we have hopefully our offensive line is going to improve, and you have a somewhat capable quarterback back there. Like, things are up for the offense, bro. And I'm just trying not to get let down, man. I don't want to get hurt, Dave. I'm trying to protect my heart, man. But it could be our offense could be a problem, bro. It could be. And maybe one of those guys don't make it. Like, I'm seeing the trade CMJ. Maybe. I
was going to ask you, like, do you think we'll trade somebody else on top of who we already have?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe somebody doesn't last. I don't know, bro. I have no clue. It's really it's hard to predict what Scott Fitter's going to do because it's been really common sense. If that makes sense, it's been common sense shit that we haven't seen around Carolina for so long that it's hard to predict what we gonna do. Like, if that it's oxymoronish, I know, but if you know, you know. But anyway, that's it. That's all I got. Okay. All right. Injury updates. Zane Gonzalez, long-term injury. Don't know the groin, but we got to get another kicker. They've been working out a couple guys. We'll talk about those guys in a second. And Sam Darnold out.
Yo, bro, we can't catch a break with the kickers, bro.
Yeah.
Ever since we let Bucker go, bro, we ain't been the same since, man. We getting cursed over this curse.
The QB curse. I mean,
it's a kicker curse. It's a kicker curse, man. Like, ever since we let that man go, ever since we cut Harrison Bucker, we've been out here freaking. We have a carousel of kickers.
Yeah,
man.
And we worked out 5 of them today. So if that, we'll go through those in just a second. But yeah, man. So Sam Darnold also out for potentially 4 to 6 weeks. Matt Rule said they're trying to figure out what the exact timeline is going to be. He didn't confirm the report of 4 to 6 weeks. But he's going to be out for
there
a little
was a
bit.
report. There was a report that they might IR him.
Yeah, if they IR him short term, he has to still make the 53.
Yes.
So if they do the short term 6 week IR, he has to miss at least 4 games, but he still has to be on the roster, which that's why it complicates a lot for the 53-man roster prediction. Because if they IR him for the season, then it's cool. He doesn't take up a roster spot. But short term IRing him means he has to take up a roster spot. So yeah, that's where we are with the injuries. We got Robbie Anderson back. We supposed to have gotten Ian Thomas back. So there's some guys coming that's getting healthy. So that's great. So that's what it is. So I don't know if I kind of curse us with the or jinx us with the reasons to be optimistic, because after I put that video out, it's like mad injuries happen. Nothing too crazy other than the Zane Gonzalez. That's probably the most significant injury we have because he was a good kicker. He's pretty reliable. But outside of that, we're okay. We're okay. And Bozeman coming back too. Yep. Shout out to Matt. You do know something because you knew that Bozeman is back. Shout out to Matt. You should change it to know something. Shout out to Matt. But anything else on the injuries?
Nah, man. I was kind of hurt about this Zane Gonzalez. Then I saw the injury happen during the preseason game, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. You cannot make this up. And of course, he did this in Buffalo last year, too. And then they did a kicker tryout going into the game. So that's why when I saw he got hurt again, I'm like, of course.
Yeah, they're saying they did say with Bozeman, he's supposed to be back and ready to go for week 1. We'll see what happens. I still don't expect him to start because he hadn't gotten many reps with the starters, even in training camp. So I still think Eflin's going to be a starter. So anyway, all right, injury updates. Just speaking to the kickers real quick. Yes, like Dave said, Zane, he's kind of getting the injury-prone bug here. But we worked out, like I said earlier, 5 guys. 5 guys. We got Brian Johnson, Eddie Pinerino. I can't pronounce that joint. And then Chase McLaughlin, Matthew Wright, and Taylor Bertole. All those guys. McLaughlin is probably one of the more well-known names. He's 26 years old, kicked for 6 different teams since 2019. Chargers, 49ers, Colts, Jaguars, Vikings, and Browns. Stuck around with the Browns for a little bit. And then the kid Wright, he kicked for Pittsburgh and the Jaguars. And that's pretty much it. So I think somebody said in the chat, I think we're probably going to wait until after 53-man cuts to pick up a kicker. Somebody going to cut one, and then we'll probably bring another one. I don't think you need to be too urgent to pick up a kicker right now. We'll see. We'll see. Matt Ariz is available. I don't know if y'all want to go there, but
no, absolutely not.
Just a bad joke. Jeez, come on, Dave.
Absolutely not. It's interesting how that whole ordeal happened too, by the way, how fast they got rid of it. Well, then again, they pretty much gave him the job until it came out. They knew about what went down in Buffalo with the player. And they cut the kicker that they had to keep him. So maybe we should look into the kicker that they cut. Because it was somebody that they cut to keep Ariza before they had to cut him. So that's an interesting ordeal. But yeah, man. I can't believe we're out here doing this shit again. Man.
Oh, he's a punter. My bad. He's a punter. You're right. Yeah. You are right. He is a punter. My bad. Joke didn't go too well.
Either way. Yeah, joke didn't go well. And we got one of the best punters in the league, baby. That's one thing we ain't short on. We just can't keep a kicker to save our life. Oh, God, man. I can't believe this. They were doing this again.
All right. So that's it. That's with the kickers. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, we can have BZ kick. If we keep him on the roster, that's a spot we can, ain't got to worry about.
That might be an option temporarily. If they talk about they ain't trying to put a roster on the 53. I mean, you still got to you still got to figure out who the guy going to be. I don't think we should drag this too much.
Yeah, I mean, you got until tomorrow. One day ain't going to change that.
Yeah, I mean, you could leverage it just to save a roster spot till you make a decision on a kicker, then let that individual go. Like you don't, because you're not going to have a kicker, you can have that additional roster spot for another position. And then when you make the decision to pick up your kicker, then you get rid of somebody.
White chocolate espresso, sir, this is a no. No, he's not RB2.
No.
Appreciate the super chat, though, but he's not RB2. All right, let's move on. Make sure you follow us on all the socials, all that good stuff. Go to patreon.com/Panther Nation PC if you want to become a Patreon member. Shout out to the MVPs in the building. I got a couple more MVP giveaways. We'll probably do another one next week. I got a couple tickets to give away. I think 3 or 4 more tickets to give away. I still got some jerseys I can give away. So MVP giveaway coming soon. Stay tuned for that. Shout out to all the franchise players. We got a couple new franchise players. Shout out to C, who went from a free agent up to a franchise player. And then we got Bruce Wayne and Brendan Richards. Shout out to you guys. Welcome to the fan. We appreciate this, all the support. All right. And then we got Samuel Dumont, who also signed up to be a free agent. And I think we got a new one too. Let me check my email. Who just signed up right before the show. Let me check it out. Shout out to Desi. Shout out to Desi, who is also a new Patreon member. We appreciate it. I'll add you to the slide later. Appreciate that. All right. Dave, Underdog Fantasy.
Look, man, let me tell you guys something. If you guys haven't signed up, there's 500 people watching right now. And if you guys haven't signed up to get your Underdog Fantasy account popping and taking advantage of that $100 deposit match, you need to do so. Go to underdogfantasy.com. When you sign up, use the code PNP and get that $100 match. The beauty of it is you can join the Best Ball League. Best Ball Mania is still going on. The draft closes for Best Ball Mania next week. And if you put in $100, you get another $100. You get a $100 match, which is 4 free entries into Best Ball Mania 3. And the tournament's almost filled, guys. I know I got a couple more I got to do. And check them out. You can do the over-under pick'ems, not just for NFL. They do it for baseball. They do it for soccer. When the NBA gets back popping, they do it for that. College football, they do it for that too. UFC, they got you covered. They even do it for esports. So if you into gaming, you can do some esports too. So, and do some over-unders for that as well. And do some pick'ems. So check out Underdog Fantasy. I'm a really big advocate of the product. Underdogfantasy.com. Set up your account. Use the code PNP. It really helps out the channel. Join some best ball tournaments. NFL season is upon us, guys. Get in where you fit in at Underdog Fantasy.
The answer to this question is yes. Yes, you can.
And in Rhode Island.
All right.
They got most states covered. Not all, but majority of them are covered.
Let's move on. Dave, do we want to go through this or go to the 53-man?
Let's go to 53-man, man. The game's a game. We shut them out. It was 21-0. The offensive line looked good. Chuba still couldn't catch. Baker looked good. Shaw looked good. We know all that. Like we're covered from that aspect. We know what it was. Everything that we just said, you guys already knew. The offensive line looked good against the backups. Shaw Smith looked good. Baker looked good. Chuba still doesn't have hands. You saw what I saw. I saw what you saw.
We definitely saw the same thing. But yeah, you're right. You're right. Against the threes, you are right. But you still got a goose egg. So it is. Shout out to Bullish Bill. Shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you joining us. All right, so let's go ahead and get to the 53
it's not even
man.
that. We're gonna have a lot of discussions about this roster, man. This roster has become a mess.
Yeah. The roster is interesting.
Got a lot to get through.
No, it's negative Dave Beckett.
No, it's not. That's fake news, man. I was positive. I only had one start down. That was about Chuba's hands. And then next training camp.
I think you pretty much summed it up though pretty well though. Won't give us one more summary. Run through one more time.
You want one more?
One more summary.
Look,
and then we'll move on.
Look. Our offensive line better play well against the backups. Everybody should have played well against the backups of the Bills. Of course, Baker looked good. Shaw looked good. Chuba still don't have hands. We're done. That's it. That was the game. That was it. That was it.
Yo, my man Chuba destroyed one of the best throws I ever seen from Carolina Panthers quarterback.
Fam.
I'm not gonna lie. That Baker throw, bro.
He was.
Bro, that Baker throw was elite, fam. That was elite. I get goosebumps going back and watching that throw, man.
Why? To see Chuba drop it? To remind you that Chuba don't have hands?
That was a damn good
throw. That's all I can remember. I agree. Phenomenal NFL elite throw by Baker Mayfield. But it was all for naught.
Why, Dave?
All for naught. Baker ain't got because Chuba ain't got hands. Chuba ain't got hands, but we know this already. That's why Foreman. Right, that's why Foreman passed him in the depth chart too.
Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and
what happened to his hands? What happened to his hands? He never had
him. He never had him, bro. He never had him. All right, let's move on. Let's talk about these quarterbacks, Dave. You know, we talked about it earlier. Sam Darnold is hurt. We don't know whether he's going to be on short term or long term IR. Where does that leave PJ Walker?
They're all three going to make the roster, but the Sam Darnold injury changed everything. They're all three going to make the roster.
Yeah, I think I agree, Dave. I think that the original plan was to keep two, and I think that threw a wrench. That threw a wrench into him bad, bro. I think they were quite perturbed. That's why Matt Rule went out to see Sam. Well, you know how coaches, when one of your important players go down, the coaches go out to the field to check on them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw that writing all over his. I know that was like they didn't want that to happen, bro. That threw a wrench into it. Mm-hmm. And I think we keep all three quarterbacks. Maybe PJ Walker gets released.
Maybe if you played them in the second game, you know, when you're going up against the starters.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Maybe no. I'm serious. I'm serious. You out here playing against the seconds and the thirds. Maybe you played them when you had your quarterback competition against the starters in the second game. Don't do that, Dave. No, I'm just saying, man. Maybe you wouldn't. Maybe if you didn't utilize your practice reps, make them just important as the game reps.
You can't predict.
You wouldn't have his ass out there in the third game.
Dave,
I'm just saying, bro.
You can't predict. Hey, we need to get an angry. I need to get an angry day meter. I need to get an angry day meter, bro. But you can't predict injuries, though. I can't let you do that. You can't predict injuries. Yo, your boy Zane Gonzalez got injured on the sideline warming up, B. So I guess he shouldn't have been out there warming. I guess he shouldn't have suited up based on your logic.
He ain't had no competition. He had no choice but to kick. We were out here in this competition, and these guys didn't get to play any starters other than joint practices. That's all I'm saying.
I can't let you do that, man. Injuries happen, bro. They happen when they happen.
Just like sacks happen too. So sacks happen, injuries happen.
Hey, sacks do happen though. That's
never gonna let it. I'm never going to let him live that down ever.
Sacks happen, ever. Yo.
Sacks happen. Hashtag sacks happen.
Hopefully we won't say that too many more times. Or hopefully we won't ever say that ever again.
I agree. But don't worry, he won't be. Don't worry. Based on the depth chart, he won't have to worry about going to too many press conferences. We're gonna have to have a lot of interest before we see him again. A lot.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the running backs. Christian McCaffrey, Deontay Foreman, Chuba Hubbard, John Lovett, Spencer Brown, Dave. How many do you think we keep on this list?
3.
Yeah, same. I said 3 as well. We are at 6 total personnel. If you look at the bottom, I got a little ticker going right there just to count up the numbers. But yeah, I think Christian McCaffrey, Deontay Foreman, Chuba Hubbard, I think those are the 3 that we end up keeping. Those other guys I like Spencer Brown a lot, by the way. I think he ends up coming back to the practice squad, and I'm not sure where his health stands right now. But hopefully, he'll come back and come back to the practice squad because I like Spencer Brown a lot.
So you don't think Chenault is going to affect you? Because some people were saying that, but I wasn't really truly buying that. I know I just picked on his hands, but
I don't think Chenault affects any of these guys. I think Chenault is just another guy. This is another a weapon, a utility weapon. But I think you need with the injury bug that Christian McCaffrey has, you have to keep 2 running backs. And so I think Chuba and Deontay would be a great tandem. If something were to happen to Christian McCaffrey, and then you add Chenault on top of that, I think we'll be able to do a committee that can make up for it. But I don't think Chuba's going anywhere.
You saw Sony Michel got let go, but I don't think we're gonna go after no.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, Michel got cut.
I'm a Sony Michel fan, bro. I love Sony Michel.
Yeah, he got released.
I mean, that's crazy, bro.
Because Miami's got so many freaking running backs. They got Chase Edmonds. They got Mostert, and the coach Mostert. So you knew he was safe. I mean, we already have some interesting cuts at the position. I mean, we got the Dolphins cut Sony Michel. The Kenya Drake got released by the Raiders, or should be getting released by the Raiders because they overpaid the man. So, so there'll be some running backs are easy to pick up. They're not hard to find.
Easy to pick up, bro. You can get running backs anywhere, which is why I was against the Chuba Hubbard pick when we drafted him, because you can get running backs anywhere. They're a dime a dozen nowadays. So it is what it is. But anyway, that is the running back position. And yeah, I agree. Three guys. Moving on. Wide receivers. This is where it gets interesting because I did have to add. I thought I added Chenault. Yes, did I add him?
No, he's not in there, but it's okay. We know he's going to make the team.
I did add him to the one of the highlights. I didn't add him to this slot, but yeah, he's on the next. Okay. But yeah, I think he's definitely going to make the team. Obviously, he's definitely making the team. But of this list, Dave, who you got, bro?
Moore, Anderson.
Y'all saying Lovett. Y'all saying Lovett should be number 3. I see y'all with the Lovett love, bro. I see y'all.
Yeah, it don't matter. Ain't happening. Appreciate the super chat though. So Moore, Anderson, Shy, Higgins, Chenault, Roberts.
This is tough, bro.
You know what? I'm gonna go on a limb. I don't care what the reports say. Zilcher's making the team, bro. Terrence Marshall's getting cut.
Cut or traded?
Maybe either traded. Won't be on the roster.
Not on the team. Not on the team. Either way.
Not on the team.
Bro, man, this is so tough, bro. This is what I went with. I went with this. DJ Moore, Robbie, and either way,
Roberts is gone.
This is what I went with personally.
That was a debate.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why I think this could. And again, I get it. Roberts is a great punt returner. I get it. I understand it. But I really think Shy can do it. I think Shy, given the opportunity to punt return, I think he has the ability to be good with the football in his hands. So listen, bro. I can. My bias kicked in a little bit. I could get you. I could understand if you got rid of Zylstra. I get it. And you kept Roberts. I get it.
But here's the problem. Here's where the dilemma lies. How many of these receivers are you suiting up on game day? Right?
Didn't we go through this last
Yes,
time?
But now it's changed. It's changed now. Because now we got Chenault. So how many receivers are you suiting up? So all right, so you suit up DJ. Let's say you decide, all right, Chenault will do kickoffs, Shy will do punts, or vice versa. Right?
Chuba can kick return too.
Chuba can kick return too. So who do you keep? Who suits up? DJ's gonna suit up. Robbie's gonna suit up.
You're gonna suit up 6.
You're gonna suit up 6.
I think you suit up 6, Dave, because you remember we did this and only one of those guys was sitting when we went through the inactive list. There was only one receiver that was inactive.
So the guy that's gonna sit is Marshall.
6.
So the guy that's gonna sit is Marshall. Yes.
Most likely.
Because everybody else is needed.
Because he's probably gonna be hurt anyway. So
besides the fact that he's hurt, he doesn't play special teams. Like, I think
true.
People keep forgetting that part. Like,
but Higgins does though. See, that's the thing. That's where I can get with the notion of Zylstra potentially getting let go, because Rashad Higgins does play special teams as well. So you could make an argument that Higgins does the special team work and then you get rid of Zylstra. Now, that's my guy, bro. BZ is my guy. So I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible.
It complicates things. It complicates things. I'll tell you that.
So it ain't necessarily easy. And we're not talking about special teams and just punt returns. Andre Roberts doesn't do anything else but punt return. That's why unless they make the decision to put him as a specialist, but then that's something else is going to have to give. Like you could see a scenario. I think it's wild. You could see a scenario that you keep all 7 of these guys and still have Andre Roberts be the specialist, but then you're definitely not suiting up 2 of these guys. That's a given. I can't see us keeping 8. I can't see us keeping 8 receivers unless you cut one of those running backs and keep Chenault. Unless Chuba's gone or something like that, because you're You're not going to keep a less offensive, one less offensive lineman. You're not going to keep one. That's not going to happen. So the only way I can see is to take it unless you take it from the tight ends, give it to the receivers, or take one for the running backs, give it to the receivers. That's the only way I can see that happening. But I don't see us keeping 8 dudes. That's not happening.
Somebody wants to do a poll.
I can't do the poll, bro.
That's fine.
It would take me too long to set it up. The only way I could do it is if who's getting cut. Yeah, I can do who's getting cut. Give me a second to set that one up.
There's only a couple that you're thinking about. I mean, the only ones you need to put in the poll is probably Marshall, Roberts, Zylstra. Yeah, Marshall, Roberts, and Zylstra. Those are the ones, right? I think everybody else is pretty much a done deal.
Let me see. Let me set this up for y'all real quick. Who else? Just Roberts, Zylstra, and Marshall? That's it?
Yeah, Roberts, Zylstra, and Marshall probably the main 3. Unless you want to put Higgins in there too, but I think Higgins is safe. But
here we go. There you got it. It's up. We'll come back a little bit. We'll come back in a second to take a look at those results.
Did you put it up on the YouTube channel?
It's on the YouTube.
So check the YouTube poll
and check the YouTube chats. All right, so let's move on while that loads up. We'll come back and check the results on that. Tight ends, Dave, Tommy Tremble, Ian Thomas, Giovanni Ricci, Stephon Sullivan, Colin Thompson, Josh Babbitts. Who you got?
Thomas Tremble, Ricci, Babbitts makes the Panthers squad. That's my thought. Thomas Tremble, Ricci, Babbitts makes the Panthers squad.
Yeah, I don't know. Who did I have? Yeah, I had 3. Ian Thomas, Tommy Tremble, Ricci. I could see an argument for Stephon, but I don't think he showed enough in the preseason. I think he comes back to the practice squad. I think Stephon comes back to the practice squad. Now, I think Babbitts could too.
I think Babbitts is going to be the practice squad.
And Colin Thompson always finds his way back on the roster, so it's going to be interesting. I don't think there's enough room for him. I don't think it's going to be enough. But
if you're going to take 7 wide receivers, the tight ends is going to take the hit.
Yeah.
Now, if they made the decision to do 6, then you're going to have the debate of the 4th tight end.
Yeah, but I don't see us going 6. It's got to be 7.
Tremble and Ricci can play fullback, guys, just so you know.
We don't have a
the only one that can't play fullback from the 3 is Ian Thomas.
Give me Tommy Tremble fullback any day.
Yeah.
All right, that's the tight ends. Let me see where we at with the stream. They got Roberts, dog. 55% of the chat saying Roberts getting cut. I mean, if his sole duty is to return kicks, bro, or return punts, I can't make an argument for you. Give that to Rashad Smith, bro, and let him try. Let him do. If that's his sole I can understand if he was, a receiver too. But this Roberts is. Let's be clear. Are we saying? Are y'all saying Roberts is like Hester or something? He's not that good of a returner. Am I capping or what? He ain't. What's your boy from the line? He not Desmond Howard. Is that what we saying?
Nah.
He ain't that. He's not that elite, bro.
Yeah, I'm looking at the percentages right now. It's shifting, but it's still most over 50% Roberts. Zylstra's 30%. Marshall 18%. Only 100. There's 500 people watching. Only 180 y'all vote, man. Check out YouTube and go vote.
Yeah, check the YouTube chat if y'all want to vote. But yeah, if I'm missing something, y'all can let me know. But dude's been on like 17 teams. Like if he's that good, he would stick. Like this dude isn't like, I know y'all throw the all pro word around, but fam, like I ain't even seen a dude all training camp. I ain't even seen him. I have not seen a dude return one punt. He said,
y'all need to get the likes up too. Y'all need to get the likes up too, man. We got 500 people watching, only got 165 likes. Y'all got to get these likes up, man.
Yeah, that's unsatisfactory, bro.
And
we gotta get at least 300.
If y'all haven't already,
at least
y'all need to subscribe. Yeah, we need to get these likes up, man. There's too many people watching not to get these likes popping. We gotta get this algorithm where they need to be.
Yeah.
So if you haven't liked, go ahead and like. If you've been coming by, haven't subscribed yet, make it happen. If you want to know when we come back on, hit that notification bell. Just knock them out the park. Just do a boom, boom, boom. Be out of here. Like, subscribe, bell, bye out. Vote. Keep it rocking. When you like, vote. Do them all. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Roberts is running away with this shit, bro.
Yeah, because ain't nobody seen it.
I get it.
I get it. I get elite punt returner. I get it. But give me Shi Smith, bro. I'd rather see Shi Smith get a chance at it than Roberts, and like, because I don't know, maybe I don't know. That's just me. Maybe I'm tripping. All right, but anyway, let's move on. Offensive line, because I think it's getting interesting here as well. Because we traded Dennis Daly, I took him off the list, and I think we're gonna keep 9 of these gentlemen here, and I think it gets real interesting.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I got Equano, Christensen, Eflin, Corbett, Moton, Bozeman, Jordan Irvin Mays, by Mike Horton, by Deontay Brown, by Sam Tecklenburg.
Let's see what we got, Dave.
Deontay Brown, huh? You picked 10.
I did pick 10. I did pick 10.
I did 9.
I picked 10.
I did 9.
I can see 9 though. I can see 9, and I can see Deontay Brown.
And you know which one is gone too if it's 9.
I can see Deontay Brown. Right, yeah, I can see
Deontay Brown.
I can see Deontay getting cut. But I thought that also because Dennis Daly plays interior as well. Not only does he play tackle, he plays interior. And I thought that could signal. But if anything,
K Mays can play all 5 positions.
He can.
K Mays can play guard, tackle, center. He can play it all. He can play across the line, bro. That makes Deontay expendable.
I know, right? I know. I'm guilty, bro. I'm guilty, bro. My bad. So here's the thing. Like, we have a backup center. His name is Bradley Bozeman. Pat Eflin and Bradley Bozeman are the centers. Real quick. Y'all keep saying cut Cam Irving. And I agree with y'all, but I'm trying to project what the Panthers are going to do. They're not going to cut him. They've already said this, man. He had a great season. He plays all 5 positions as well, along with Cade Mays. They're not going to cut him. Like, I feel you. I'm with y'all with that. But I try to project what the Panthers are going to do, and I think that they're not going to cut Cam Irving. That's just me. But yeah. I think they treat Cade Mays wrong because he plays all 5 positions. And so I think he gets graded on each, like he's not just getting stuck at one position. He gets a grade at the center, and then he gets graded at guard. I think it gets convoluted when they throw out his grade. So that's my assumption. I could be wrong on that. y'all are killing my boy Cam Irvin, bro. Cam Irvin plays all 5 positions badly. Sheesh.
He might play guard pretty well. He just doesn't play tackle well, particularly left tackle. But yeah, I have Deontay Brown gone, so
I get it. So okay, so that being said,
that'll
Dave,
put me at 20. That'll put me at 25.
So I was gonna say, Dave. That being said, if you take 9, right, what are you gonna do with the extra roster spot? Do you want to go through the defense first, or do you want to go?
Yes, sir.
You want to give it? Okay, we'll go. We'll keep going.
Yeah.
We'll keep going.
Yeah.
All right. So defensive line. I think this was pretty. It got pretty tough towards the end, and I could be wrong on this, but this is my thought process. Here we go. So who you got, Dave? Before I reveal,
I got Burns, Ioannidis, Brown, Gross Matos, Haynes, Barno, Roy, Nixon. Probably could put Johnson back since I only left 9 linemen. But yeah, Roy Nixon.
This is what I had.
Yeah, I think I'm fine with this. Initially, just so you guys know, I did not have Daryl Johnson making the team because I was trying to keep another player, and we'll get to that player. But then when I look back at the offensive lineman, I dropped one of the linemen, so I think I can do it. So I'll keep Daryl Johnson. This is fine. I agree with these 9.
Yeah, I think Hoskins could be there too. That's one I think I could walk back. Daryl Johnson, y'all sleeping on Daryl Johnson. I think he's gonna start. He's gonna make his way into the rotation. Remember, we traded for him. We got him from Buffalo, and he's an Aggie, so I'm a little biased there. But yeah, I think Johnson's gonna make the team. And I hear y'all with the McCall. But I think he got a long way to go. I think he ends up on the practice squad and could develop next year. But I don't think he's going to make that big of an impact right now. Just my opinion. Hoskins will make it before McCall does. And I know sometimes McCall outplay Hoskins. I know. But Phil's going to make it because he was drafted. Hoskins is, McCall is an undrafted free agent. I feel y'all, though. Marquise got paid, bro. Whoops. Marquise got paid already.
Yep, he got his money this year.
Johnson,
I didn't catch that either.
Yeah, so Johnson plays special teams as well. He plays on special teams. That's where I saw him do most of his work. And then I saw him do a little bit in the preseason. He didn't go crazy. But it is what it is. It is what it is. All right. So anything here, Dave? Anything else on the defensive lineman?
Oh, we're good here. This is fine.
I can see an argument for Austin Larkin too. He be.
I can too. Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to the linebackers. Linebackers. Here we go. Who you got, Dave? I think this was pretty cut and dry.
Yeah, Thompson, Lulu, Littleton, Smith, Wilson, Stanford. Those are the 6.
Yep, that's what I had. Pretty cut and dry there. I don't think there's going to be any surprises, although I do like Mosby. I think he'll come back to the practice squad, but that'll be it. I don't know how Jermaine Carter doing, bro. I have no idea.
He plays for Raiders, right?
I don't know.
I can't remember who he signed with. I think it was the Raiders.
He signed with somebody. We'll see. But yeah, I think the linebackers cut and dry. It's a pretty simple one. All right.
Next up.
Stanford ain't going nowhere. Stanford ain't going nowhere because that's nepotism. DBs. This is one where it's got tough. We talked about this one beforehand on the show. I think a couple weeks ago, we talked about how this one could be tough. I did not have Stanley Thomas Oliver being a lock, but apparently my opinion doesn't matter, and Matt Rule's opinion is the only one that matter because he has him as a lock. Okay, he had Stanley Thomas Oliver as a lock, and that kind of threw a wrinkle in a lot of my thought process. But Dave, who you got? All DBs on one page.
Horn, Jackson, Henderson, Keith Taylor, Thomas Oliver. I think Tay Hayes makes the team. Miles Hartsfield, Jeremy Chin, Xavier Woods. I think I had.
Bro, y'all are trying to cut Keith Taylor. Y'all are out of y'all mind, bro. Keith Taylor's not going anywhere, B.
I believe I had Chandler for the last spot. Should be 10 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, that's it.
Yeah, I think 10. We keep it. For me, I thought I had 9 DBs, and so I had.
You had Franklin.
Yes, JC, Dante, CJ, Keith, Stanley Thomas Oliver, Miles Hartsfield, Jeremy Chin, Xavier Woods, Sam Franklin. Again, this is what I think Matt Rule is going to do. It's not who I think the best players are.
Bro, I really think Tay Hayes is going to make it the roster, bro. I think they're going to try to find him in there.
Hey, bro, I love Hayes. I think but again, with that extra spot, right? If Deontay Brown doesn't make it, cool. Deontay Brown doesn't make the squad. They only keep
that's where my swap is. If Deontay Brown doesn't make the squad, Tay Hayes does. That's where, and I would do that in a heartbeat. So that's where my delta is. Because you got 9, I think it's going to be 10, and I think Tay Hayes is going to get that 10th spot. We can have the debate on what that, because I don't think you'll make it through the practice squad.
So let's just be clear: 7th round picks don't make the teams all the time. Like your 7th round pick,
Sure
that does not equate to an automatic draft pick. It happens all the time. 7th round picks get cut all the time. In fact, I think Phil Hoskins was cut and then brought back. He was a 7th round pick too last year. It happens all the time, bro. Your 7th round pick. You're a long shot. This is my opinion. But it's tough. That's why Stanley Thomas Oliver, man, I'm swapping him for Hayes. I'm making somebody else be a special team guy. Or I'm keeping one of Sam Franklin and Stanley Thomas Oliver, one or the other. Like, I'm not keeping both of those guys. So this is my opinion.
Yeah, Barnes could probably make the Patrick squad. I don't think Tay Hayes will survive.
Somebody might pick him up. Tay Hayes is getting picked up. See, he played too well this preseason, bro. He played way too well. But anyway, any other? This is a tough one. This is a tough one, dog. This is a tough.
You got Franklin over Chandler.
I do. Yeah, I think Sean Chandler name came up. Sam Franklin name has. I'm projecting what Matt Rule going to do. Burrs.
What about Burrs?
I can see them keeping Burrs, but I think we can make up a little bit of cap space by cutting him too. I think Burrs.
And no Kenny Robinson. He was hyping up Kenny Robinson too.
He also. I don't know, bro. I think Burrs is. He was done here when we picked up Xavier Woods. I think it was a wrap for him then. But
okay.
This is my opinion. Corn Elder is actually playing for the Commanders. Corn is playing for the Commanders. Last I checked. All right. And we got the specialists, JJ Jansen, Hecker, and then some kicker. Somebody. It's a spot.
I can't believe this shit, bro. If we're holding off on picking a kicker, we could keep an additional player until we take a kicker. That's feasible too. But yeah, I'm not disagreeing with those 3. That's easy. JJ, Hecker, since we ain't have Thomas Fletcher available to compete.
And Dave is right. Dave is right. We could not have a kicker and just keep a guy, and keep an extra guy. And then at some point, kind of make that move. But he's right. We could go into the season without a kicker on 53-man initially, and then that allows us to keep.
Well, just to get to the 53-man, and then then you can put him. Then you can put Sam Darnold on IR. You could do that too. Yeah, that's an option.
Yep, that is an option. That is a very good strategic play that you could do.
That's what I would do.
They've got to make the initial 53-man roster.
Then you could so Sam will make the initial 53 roster. You don't do a kicker. You put Sam on IR, and then you grab your kicker, which you decide which one you're going to roll with. And then then somebody's going to be let go at some point, and I think they'll come in with 2 quarterbacks that the original plan was. And then eventually, if Sam Darnold feels good, PJ will be gone, and then Sam will take the roster spot, and that'll be that. So that's a legitimate scenario how that could go.
That is a very legitimate scenario, and I think that actually should happen. I don't think we should sign a kicker. Let the 53 roster go. Keep an extra guy, whoever that dude you think might not make it all the way around. Then you put Sam on IR, and then you sign a kicker at that point.
Yep. See, I'm positive too, guys.
That was positive,
You
Dave.
know,
That was positive, Dave. Shout out to Dave.
And I have great ideas. I tend to do that occasionally.
Every now and then.
Every now and then.
Every now and
More
then.
than most. More than most.
Fair
That's
enough.
the goal. Just more than most.
All right. That rounds out the 53 man. That was it for me, Dave. That was it for me.
That's it.
Real quick, before I know everybody about to leave, make sure that like button, hit the subscribe button on your way out. We appreciate that. Anything else that we want to talk about before we lock this thing up?
Nah, man, because we ain't got no football this week other than college.
Oh, the
we
dog
got
outside. A&T Central Aggie Eagle Classic in Charlotte. We're gonna be turned.
Oh yeah,
turned.
I don't get up at 3:30 a.m. often, but I'm getting up for this one because I got to get my ass to the airport by 4. So, it's gonna be a great weekend, man. I can't wait to fly down there Friday. It's gonna be good. Get down there Friday, start to enjoy some of these activities. I think I might go to the step show, man. I think I'm gonna just go in there and see what it's about. See if the guy if they any good. Then because I ain't trying to be partying like that. I thought about going to a day party on Saturday, but I think I'm gonna back out of that.
I'm good.
I'm
man.
If
you see us in the streets, if you see me and Dave,
Dave in
the streets, holler at me.
I am gonna go to they're doing a little historical thing on Saturday at some spot. I gotta go figure out where it's at. And then I am gonna hit up FanFest. FanFest is gonna be crazy, yo. Like the fest starts at 12 to 6. They're gonna have the damn food trucks out there. They're gonna have some merch. So I'm gonna go shopping while I'm out there, yo.
Yo, my fit is gonna be man. I can't wait to show my fit on. I'm gonna post it on Twitter. It's gonna be lit.
Did you get your kicks? You got your kicks yet?
Yeah,
you picked them up already?
I been got them.
Oh yeah,
I got them. Like,
because you're local. Yeah.
They got here like right around the. She shipped them to me, but I still got them. I got them weeks ago.
I might hit her up and see if it's possible I could pick mine up, but I don't know if I'm gonna. I already got the kicks that I'm gonna wear for this weekend, so I'm good. I can wait.
Yeah.
Nah, man. There's what games you looking forward to this weekend? What games you looking forward to this weekend? Other than Aggie Eagle.
That's all I give a shit about. That's all I care about.
Okay, so. Nothing else that intrigues you.
I don't even know what's on the docket. Let me check. Florida State played. I'm not a Florida State fan anymore, but they play Saturday. This past Saturday.
There's a couple of FCS games I'm looking forward to. There's Stephen F. Austin versus Alcorn, and they're coming to Alcorn. That's going to be an interesting one, even though Stephen F. Austin got their asses handed to him last weekend against Jacksonville State. And then you got there's a bunch of rivalry games. FAMU and Jackson's happening. Orange Blossom Classic, but that's on Sunday, so everybody can probably check that out. But that one's going to have some craziness because I guess there's still a lot of stuff going on with FAMU.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough.
But the way they played them boys hard.
Yeah, I'll say where they played against UNC, they'd be able to hang in there with Jackson State. No matter.
Well, there's more things that are happening. I guess the football team just wrote a letter to the president of the school saying there's a lot of things that were inadequate and explain why they made the decision to play because they didn't want to play initially, but they wanted to play for themselves. They don't really want to play for FAMU. They're just talking about protesting, so they're already gonna protest certain things, but. They haven't said they're not going to play yet, but I think it might go that way at this rate. And then the Labor Day Classic is this weekend too. So there's a bunch of good games, man. Like Texas Southern playing Prairie View, that's going to be a good one. There's a bunch of good FCS games happening this weekend. North Dakota State's playing their first game. I might try to check a little bit of that out.
Don't none of these people know what the hell you talking about with all these North
Dakota. I know, man. I'm trying to hit them up, man. I'm trying to get them in, man. They know who North Dakota State is.
They care about Ohio State and Notre Dame. That's the big game this weekend.
Ohio State's probably gonna. Ohio State's
Alabama playing.
Is Alabama playing their actual team or are they playing the scrub?
No, scrub. They ain't playing nobody.
Yeah, they playing scrub. But anywho,
everybody wants Sony Michel, bro. Yeah, we saw Sony Michel got cut.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. I don't think we can go after him, man.
It's enough room. It's not enough room for him, man. We just did the 53-man roster. Where you gonna put him?
You gotta cut Chuba.
Yo, Georgia gonna destroy Oregon, bro.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be ugly. Yeah, that's gonna be ugly.
FSU, LSU. If I was
another ugly one.
Yeah, I mean,
that might be another ugly one. If you was a Florida State fan, you would care.
Yeah, I would care, but I don't care. I lost my luster for Florida State, bro. Long time ago when Jimbo left. T. Wells, shout out to you, bro. HBCU for life. Yes, Aggie Pride. Aggie Pride. Shout out to all the Aggies out in the building.
I think that
I heard you should start saying this instead of you like the Cox. I think that's a much better.
That's what they use now, man. And they changed the name of the mascot too. And the Citadel is not happy. They changed the mascot name to the General. And the Citadel is not amused, bro. They're not happy. So there's gonna be some state on.
Yeah, say that next time, Dave. Yeah, say Spurs up, man. Instead of you
Spurs
like
up.
Cox. That's not a good.
I never say that. You say that. You say that. You expect me to say that, and I don't.
Because you like Dave.
Spurs up, man.
Dave, they got a shirt that says "Go Cox." That means you like the Cox.
Why you think they changing that shit to Spurs up? I ain't seen no more Spurs up this year than I ever seen Spurs up. The jokes were flying. When you sorry, the jokes start flying, bro. And they've been sorry for the last couple of years.
Dave, rep for the Cox, man. That's your boys.
Listen, the only reason why we putting this shit up here, is because you gave the super chat. That's the only reason why. Because I'm appreciative of the super chat, but I'm not saying that other part. Can't do it. You read the shirt, can't do it. Get some religion, can't do it. Sorry, can't do it.
Aggie Pride. Hey, Aggie Pride. But shout out to
y'all 18-point, y'all 18-point dogs too. Y'all 18-point underdogs against this.
I might have to take that. 18 is a lot of
points.
It
depends, bro. Man. I mean, like, you know, Central got a lot of staff. Central got a lot of A&T staff, and A&T's not going to announce a quarterback, even though the coach did say today that they're going to play 2 during the game. A&T already said they're going to play 2. So we'll see how that goes. I think I have an idea with 2.
Yeah,
that's tough,
Robinson,
man.
We ain't talk about this, but yeah, man.
That was tough, bro. My man got shot during a robbery twice. That's crazy, tough. Bro. That is tough. And he won the starting job, too. He won the starting job over Antonio Gibson.
Man, Mr. J, you like the Cox, too, man. Go Cox. Come on, man. Y'all got to rep for y'all squad. Stop playing. Aggie Pride to all the Aggies out there. It's just 18. They being nice. Yeah, we do be watching them, but you never know, man. You never know. Anything can happen.
A lot of people think Central got a shot this year, man. I'm trying to figure out what y'all
nice.
seeing.
I don't know.
Y'all have no idea what we're gonna look like this year. I think people are just going off the 5 and 6 season last year. Y'all ain't and we blew them out the water last year. So this team's gonna be different than last year, man. This team's gonna be more disciplined.
I certainly hope
more
so.
Physical. They're gonna be bigger than what we're a bigger team, bigger in the trenches. It's just gonna be different. Simple as that. So we'll see what happens.
I certainly hope so, because I ain't got
Saturday's gonna be lit, man. If you guys are in Charlotte, if you guys are in Charlotte, if y'all never been to an HBCU football game, this is your chance, guys.
Facts.
This is your chance to a Division I HBCU football game. I mean, all due respect to John C. Smith, but they D2. So you get to hop into a Division I football game. It's gonna be lit. You're gonna have some crazy fan bases. You're gonna have the bands there. You're gonna have the fifth quarter popping off. It's gonna be lit. Y'all should be out there. Y'all need to be out in Charlotte this weekend, man. If y'all close, tickets are still available. They said they'll open up the upper bowl. If they sell out the lower bowl, y'all should get out there, man. It should be lit. And you get to go to the Panthers Stadium, catch a pretty dope game. Can't complain. Well, let's shut it down, man. I know you tired. I'm tired too.
All right, I'm getting out of here. Like, subscribe, notification bell, man. Appreciate y'all support. This was fun. But we out. We'll holler at y'all on I don't think we're gonna do a show Wednesday, right? We might need to recap the 53-man day. Like, you want to go live real quick tomorrow?
Yeah, we can do something.
You want to do it tomorrow or
let's
Wednesday?
try to. If we do it tomorrow, it's got to be earlier though. It's got to be like because I got something at 9, so we got to do it. Like
I'm down. I don't have nothing. Yeah, I'm down with that.
Yeah.
That'll work. That'll work.
Yeah, let's make that happen then. We can do a recap tomorrow because it's Final 53 is due on Tuesday.
4 o'clock.
I mean 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock. So
yep,
we good. So let's do that.
All right, we out of here, man. We'll holler at y'all tomorrow. We out. Peace.
Yep.